Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love. Now, most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds. So today I'm gonna show you how to make breakfast. This is more like a meal prep breakfast that you can get at least 50 grams of protein in each serving, okay? Now, if you don't wanna add any type of meat, like any ground beef, sausage, bacon, chicken, anything like that, then you'll still get at least 40 grams of protein per serving. But it is so simple. This is something that you can meal prep for the week, whether you have kiddos, whether you are a busy mom or just always kind of on the go, you want to make sure that you are getting your protein in the morning, then this is something that you want to make, okay? So I have very easy ingredients. We have our cottage cheese, our eggs, spinach, some cheese, our peppers. Now you can add onion, broccoli, mushrooms. You can add different cheeses. I also love Swiss cheese, so that's like another cheese that adds a lot of flavor. But you can literally use whichever toppings that you like, okay? So we're just gonna kind of get it going. This is something that I'm actually prepping for the week, so I figured I would just kind of walk you through it. Now, I have whole eggs right now. Let me know if you want to see an egg white version. I was thinking of making like the Starbucks, the copycat, like of the egg white bites. I have all the ingredients, so if that's something that you want, then I will show you. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna get started on this. This is how easy, like literally, just take a look at how easy it is to make your breakfast. You can even have this for brunch. Now, I am an egg fan. I love eggs. I also like egg whites, but I definitely prefer whole eggs. The only thing about this is if you use a full egg, then it is gonna have a little bit more calories, which at the end of the day for me, I'm not someone who's really too worried about calories because I have like 2 main meals a day versus like 3 full meals. But you could also add egg whites to this. So egg whites, the way I think of egg whites is almost like liquid protein. It's all protein, no fat, and it takes on like any flavor. The only thing is the texture is a little different because it doesn't have any fat. So if you do a combination of eggs and egg whites, now you get like the texture and flavor of eggs, but a lot more protein. So just something for you to consider if you want to make this and you want it to have even more than 40 to 50 grams of protein. Add in egg whites and it'll bump it up to at least 60 grams of protein, which is a lot. Like think about starting your day with 60 grams of protein. I'm just like right now starting to get the hang of how hard it is to actually hit my protein goal. Just last week, I was like, okay, we're doing it, 150 grams of protein. Dude, it was so hard. At the end of the day, I was drinking a protein shake that had like 120 calories and 30 grams of protein just to end up hitting my goal. And that was with me consciously, like every meal I was trying to eat at least 40 to 50 grams of protein. My snacks were high protein. Like everything was like, I was really trying to like actually be intentional about it. So yeah, if you have not started trying to like just, actually track your protein, if you do, you will see what I'm talking about. So what I wanna do is help you with ideas that are gonna help you hit that protein goal a lot quicker and still enjoy your food, right? So that's kind of the goal here. Now we have our cottage cheese. You can actually blend this, but if you do it just as is, like if you do it whole, it melts. So either way will work. Let me actually just do a quick little whisk on this before we add in our cottage cheese. Okay, and now we add in our cottage cheese. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that's all mixed in. Okay, so now we have our eggs. We have our cottage cheese. We're tossing in our spinach, okay? And I picked this up at Trader's. I like to get a lot of my like produce at Trader's because when I go to Costco, everything is just like bulk, So we have, let's do veggies first. So we have spinach, we have our peppers. So now inside, you can add mozzarella, you can add Parmesan. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of feta because feta cheese gives it like a really, in my opinion, it has a strong taste, so you don't have to use too much. And it's gonna give it like a really nice flavor. The cheese has protein, the eggs have protein, any type of meat, the cottage cheese, all of this just adds more protein, okay? So now, there we have it, give it all a good mix. Very easy. This literally from start to finish, like throwing everything in, I don't know, it's just a few minutes and you have something that's actually nutritious. Like people, a lot of times they'll eat cereal or oatmeal or like an apple, and hey, you know, if that's what you eat, that's fine, but you're not actually putting much nutrients into your body. Like you're not adding much protein at all. So especially not with oatmeal and cereal, those are all carbs. So it's always good to start your day off with protein because it kind of sets the tone for the day. If you start your day off with protein, then you're not gonna crave a lot of junk. You're not gonna crave more carbs. It's always great to start your day with high protein and higher fat because the fats also help keep you feeling full and satiated. And then you're not craving a lot of the junk food. Like me, if I start my day off with cereal or with like a donut, a bagel, anything like that, because trust me, I've done it, especially when I travel, all of a sudden, OMG, I'm hungry, I'm craving, I'm like, ooh, like, let's get something carby. Now I want like I just start craving carbs and bread and chips and like all the junk that I should not be eating. So when I start my day off with like eggs and bacon, like eggs, sausage, meat, bacon, avocado. Like when I start my day off with like a really balanced, like high protein breakfast, I end up eating my 2 main meals. I don't snack a lot. I don't eat junk. And I always feel so much better. Like I feel so much better, so much more accomplished. I'm like, let's go, girl. So trust me, starting your day off like this is going to set you up for the day. So seasonings, you already know that is personal preference. You can do, I have a little bit of onion powder. So since I didn't do onions, we'll do a little bit of onion powder. I also have some salt and pepper. If you like a little spicy, then do some chili flakes. But this is it. This is the extent of it. I have some mozzarella that I'm gonna do right on top, but I have all of my ingredients in here. If I had broccoli, I'd add broccoli. I feel like broccoli always adds a lot of bulk to my dishes. It adds fiber. It adds obviously just the vitamins and stuff from the broccoli, which I love. Okay, and now I'm gonna do it in a bigger dish. You can also do it in a muffin pan. You can do it in a silicone pan, a round pan. Like this is perfect though for me because it's easy for me just to cut it up. This is going to be like a 4-serving breakfast for me. And let's put it together so you can see what I'm talking about once it comes out. Okay, and now I'm gonna spray it. A little bit of olive oil. And dun 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 dun, let's pour this baby in. Could have probably used a smaller pan, but eggs do get fluffy. So this is gonna be just fine. We're gonna top it with some mozz. And this is gonna make it look nice and crispy and golden brown at the top. And believe it or not, this also adds a little extra protein. So it's protein, it's a little bit of fat. It's just a perfect combination for breakfast. And if you haven't tried it, try it out and then let me know. But trust me, when you have a very low carb breakfast, and I'm talking about super low carb, I mean, you know, I have my meal plan. My meal plan, I talk all about this. It is ultra low carb. It's what's helped me, my daughter, thousands of people, and it just sets you up. Like it cuts your cravings. All of the foods basically keep your insulin low, your glucose low. Like you don't have those crazy spikes that are gonna cause you to get tired, that are gonna cause you to have like a bunch of cravings. And I talk about all of it and I give you all the options from breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts, swaps, like what to have, you know, if you're just starting off and you're like, oh my God, I'm so lost. Like I talk about everything on there. So I'm gonna leave that linked in the description below. Make sure you pick that up. If you are just getting started or if you hit a plateau and you don't know where to go, it will be very, very helpful. And also if you have friends and family, maybe you have a tia, a cousin, a sister, someone that is like stuck, then grab that for them because I'm telling you, I just basically kind of walk you through everything on there and it's helpful. I know it is, especially when you're getting started. So here we have it. We have our breakfast. This is amazing for someone who is just getting started or someone who is always on the go and is usually eating a little protein bar or like, you know, just something junky in the morning. This is nutrients, okay? So this is something that's gonna nourish your body. And it's also good if you have kiddos because you can make these with their favorite stuff. A lot of kids aren't gonna like maybe spinach, but add something that has something that they like. But if you blend the cottage cheese goes right into the egg. It's just additional protein, and kiddos need protein, okay? So this is going into the oven. The oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and we're gonna put it in for about 25 minutes, okay? So I will show you right now, once it comes out, this baby is going to be fluffy and cheesy and just perfect. All right, woo! Okay, so I ended up putting it on the top shelf. Híjole, look at that. You have family coming over. You got it covered. Look at this. Now I could have left it in there for a little longer just to get like more crispy, but since I actually reheat this, I like it just like this because then it doesn't like overly dry when I reheat it, whether it's in the air fryer, in the microwave, or back into the oven. I don't like it to be dry when I actually eat it. So this is perfect. Like I can have some today, and then when I reheat it, the texture is still really nice. So I already went ahead and divided this into my portions, which these are bigger portions, but since this is literally all I'm going to have, I think it's perfect. Now, if I added more egg whites, it would just be a bigger portion. But I usually try to aim for 40 to 50 grams of protein per meal. And I have about 2 meals with like a snack or a shake or something. So right now my goal is to get at least 100 to 150 grams of protein a day. I am working out now. I keep everything really, really low carb. So I want to make sure that I am getting all of that protein into my body. So look at that. This is a really good size. It's going to be really filling. It has a lot of protein. Each one of these has between 40 to 50 grams of protein. If you add meat, any type of meat, chicken, turkey, sausage, any type of meat, it will bump it up to about 60 grams of protein per slice. Okay, it just depends on how much you add, of course. But let's go ahead and do a little taste test. We're doing a taste test together. Ooh, quesito and all. Cheers. Nice and hot. You know what this tastes like? It tastes like the egg white bites from Starbucks, the roasted pepper ones. Delicious. Texture's on point. Flavor. This is a perfect breakfast. It really, really is. It is so easy. So now, let's just say you want to have this as a snack. What you can do is cut them now in half. So a half of a half. And this is like a really, maybe like a light breakfast or a snack. Instead of having like a bag of chips, instead of having an apple, instead of having like something that's higher in carbs and that could potentially spike your insulin, spike your glucose, and then you're craving more junk. This is going to make you feel satiated, make you feel satisfied, and you're also nourishing your body. So it's kind of like a win-win across the board. Eggs for me, eggs and ground beef, I am telling you right now, they are so clutch in your diet. Like if you pick up if you've already picked up my ultra low carb meal plan, then you know I talk about it on there all the time. It's what helps me stay on track. When I travel, I go off plan, I gain some weight because I'm like, it's my birthday, it's the holidays, I went to Cabo or I went to New York and I'm eating all the things. I don't even worry about it because I know when I get back exactly what I'm eating. And I talk about all that in my meal plan, which again, I'll leave linked in the description below. But this right here is a perfect breakfast. This is a great example of what I would eat coming back from a trip when I have just gone off the rails. Like I am literally eating dessert. I'm eating like all the carbs, all the things. When I get back, I already know I'm gonna stick to ground beef, to eggs, avocado, my healthy fats, make sure I'm getting in all that protein. This is just a great example. So if you are not big on meal prepping, this is one of those meals that is worth it. It doesn't taste funky when you reheat it, and it's so easy. It is such an easy meal plan, and at least you know that you'll be able to have like a snack or your breakfast already prepped for you for the next few days. And you can freeze these, you can heat them up in the microwave, in the oven, air fryer, whatever you want. So anyway, easy idea, just a great way to get at least 50 grams of protein in for your breakfast. And if you want to cut it into smaller pieces, it's also a great way for you to get at least 20 grams of protein instead of having a protein bar or like some type of bag of chips or something that has like protein in it, which I get it. Sometimes I have had them, not gonna lie, but they do have a lot of extra ingredients that are not always great for your gut. Okay, so at least you know you're having something that's gut healthy, gut friendly, high protein, nourishing your body. It just like kind of check all the little boxes. So anyway, I hope you guys like this idea. Let me know about any ideas that you might have, toppings to make it like really just spruce it up, because this I feel like is very like basic and you can do so much to this, okay? But anyway, recipe is in the description below for you. I have everything linked in there along with my meal plan. But if you like this video, make sure you show me some love. Go hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and please share my channel with your friends and family that are either on a weight loss journey or maybe just trying to make healthier choices in their life. You never know, things like this could be super, super helpful. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.